Hi folks. Is there really 73 people here that fast? I guess 76. YouTube notifications must be working. Hello my duck family. Notifications on point. Seems to, eh? It's working good tonight. Well, this is good because I lied. I did. I told a massive fib this weekend. A massive fib. I feel bad, but I feel good. I feel really good because I had internet all along, Sue, but I wasn't on the internet because I made a big decision. And the thing was, because of what's happening here with, as Rudolph told us last week, winter's coming, and I've got to do my call because, well, I'll show you. The little ducks, the little females are getting hurt. I got to do my call like really soon. Like actually, next weekend I need to be doing a call because I'm starting to get it every day. We're getting hurt females. I just put the little brown girl back in here because she's got a paralyzed leg now from so much sex, and now there's 6 males doing her, and this little female this morning, this little one here, she's a new injured one because the males are getting really aggressive, or the females are putting off so many hormones that it's just sending everybody over the edge. So I got to get the males down to the number, which is number 10, not 57. So the call has to happen. So long story short, I know this friend, and he's a contractor. He's like the most unbelievable worker, phenomenal person. He's a madman working, like an absolute madman. But the problem is that he won't do anything on a camera. So I asked him for a big favor. Normally he charges $80 an hour. That's what his commercial rate is for what he does. And he cut the Duck Adventure a super deal. $200 and which I found out today, a double case of beer. I thought a case of beer is 24, but he buys his beer in Quebec, and a 24 in Quebec is 48. So I had to get him 48 beer and $200. But I gotta show you this, okay? He's crazy. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy worker, but he likes to drink his beer on the weekends. Okay, so there's my one single beer, okay? That's what I had, one single beer. Look at this, my one beer. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I picked him up at 7 a.m. and he already had one down, and he drank one on the way here. And then when I drove him home, he did 2 more on the trip home. And walking straight as an arrow. I don't know how he did it. But anyways, wait till you see what happened. And the price, I couldn't believe it. Like, I know why he didn't want me to buy beer in Ontario. So I had my buddy Keith, sort of cute Keith, as you call him. He came and helped for 5 hours on Saturday. And then my contractor buddy. So the grand total was $360. I made the big decision, $360 to make this happen, like now. And it's happened. All I got is little stuff to do. Are you ready, folks? Okay? I just want to see if everybody's ready for this. I am so pumped about what took place here. I'm so tired too. I've been going every day since 5 a.m. Because he is an absolute lunatic worker. See, the thing is that this is his area of expertise, so he loves rubbing it in with me, and he works me like I'm a laborer. Like barking orders and run, and his favorite expression is tick, 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 because the clock's ticking, because I'm not going fast enough, because he doesn't even think. I got to think when I'm doing this stuff. He doesn't even think. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Okay. Is that wild? So, it's the most beautiful pimple you've ever seen. I know. So this is my door. Okay, let's go outside. Oh. I'll get back here. So it's pressure treated plywood on the bottom, so the water doesn't bother it. Are you impressed? I killed myself, people. I am so freaking tired, you wouldn't believe it. But I'm telling you, I couldn't have done it without this guy. Every way I was going to do it, because see, the thing is that you're trying to build a straight building onto a crooked foundation and a crooked barn, okay? So everything I thought was wrong, because I found out today, everything was wrong. Everything, absolutely everything was wrong. So, but the thing is, it was a cash deal, so like it was $360 this weekend, a cash deal. I don't have a receipt. But I'm going to put it on the GoFundMe, and you got to trust me, folks, because there's no way one man could pull this off in 2 days. It's impossible. It's just impossible. It's like, I hope you can believe me. But like, I just got to put the roof cover, the roof guard on, and throw the metal on, which I got to go get Tuesday. But tomorrow I've got all little things to do, because he left me with all the little things. All the hard stuff, the 2-man job, 3-man job stuff is done. But my buddy, like Saturday, we did this all day Saturday, and they drank a lot of beer on Saturday too. Holy mackerels. I bought beer, and well, they complained because it was the wrong brand. But anyways, they drank it all day Saturday. But we couldn't, it was like a 3-person job on Saturday doing this, getting it up. Because we got the roof up yesterday, and got it roughed. And then we got it all closed in, got the strapping on, got the joists. So I got it tomorrow. I got to put beams in, support beams in. I got to put a log in right there. There's a support beam over there. But I'll show you what look at this. This is all out of my estimate. This was it. 5 single 2x4s, and it's exactly what I needed to finish. Like, I'm gonna have 1 single 2x4 left when I'm done. It was I nailed it. He says, I don't know how you did it, because you don't have a clue what you're doing, but somehow you nailed it exactly on the material. So the 2 windows, obviously, I'll cut them out tomorrow. Window there, and then my door here, which what I'm going to do is I got the coolest board. This board I've been saving for 20 years. It's an old sign that it was a $2.99 video liquidation. It's 3/4 inch plywood. I'm making a split door, so the top 5 feet, 4.5 feet, and the bottom 1.5 feet are separated. So you put a pin together and the doors stay together, or you open it and then the bottom opens for the ducts, or I can open the whole thing as a man door. He lives in powered beer. He's beer powered. It's like solar, like a solar powered thing, but it's beer. I was blown away that the amount he drank. I was just like, how are you drinking this much? Like, it was 9:30 this morning and he had half a dozen down. I'm like, how do you do it? It's like, and still function, like still, cutting boards, measuring, figuring, and I was like, anyways. But it's he did admit that it is overbuilt. That it's this is like normally, it's like this. He says this is how you build a home. This is what he does. He says this is how you build a home. So he says you got a miniature home. So is that pretty awesome? So we're Matt's beer powered friend. Yeah, I know. It's like he's like some crazy. It's crazy. So tomorrow is all little jobs. I'm hoping I can get my little jobs done. I can go for a metal run tomorrow afternoon. I'm hoping, if not, Tuesday morning for the metal. And like, I could have a roof on this by Wednesday, the latest, if things work out. Tuesday maybe, who knows. And then insulate it and do the boards inside. So I gotta wait till the gravel thaws. I'm hoping it thaws because I need that gravel to fill this hole in over here. And right now everything's frozen solid. It doesn't start getting soft till like 2 in the afternoon. So, but he wouldn't work with a camera, none. And he didn't want no cameras running with microphones on the property, nothing, because, well, he swears a lot, like really bad. Like he swears so much that it gets me swearing really bad. It's just a nasty conversation. So it was actually good that he didn't want to have the cameras running, because you would have been mad at me seeing how bad I was. Anyway, just to keep up with the guy, because he rides you. Like, he rides you. It's like... So, that's what I did this weekend. So when you thought I didn't have internet, I was secretly doing this because I had to hire somebody that just refused to be on a camera. So what do you think? I'm really tired though. Well, put it this way, he's $80 an hour. That's carpenter. That's it, $80 an hour. So, but he did it for $200 plus a case of beer, and then my other buddy helped me. So the grand total, the whole thing was $360. $60 was a big case of beer though. I didn't know if Quebec was 48 packs, was it 24? Well, but it's so tomorrow I got just a ton of little things, to do. But I'll live stream that because it's just going to be me here, and you can watch me do all the little touch-ups and the things I got to do, getting ready for the roof and that kind of stuff. But like this, like, put it this way, this probably, it probably put me 6 days. This was a 6-day head jump, like next Saturday type situation. That's where it put me. So, because winter's coming. Remember, Rudolph told us about the windows. The winter's coming. No, I couldn't tell you, Inga. You don't understand. Yeah, if I told everybody that I had to go dark on the channel, everybody would be like coming up, well, put up a compromise. Keep a little stream running over here, a little stream over there, you know, like, you know how people are, Inga. So give them an inch, take a mile, and my buddy said flat out, there cannot be a camera running on the property. And the thing was, the cameras were on, but no internet was on, and he kept saying to me, are you sure that camera's not running? I see it running right now, it's working. And I'm saying, trust me, the internet's turned off. Like, he was adamant it had to be dead. No voice, nothing. He didn't want his voice on the property. Technically, he wasn't here. No, he's not an alcoholic. It's the weekend. He doesn't drink like that during the week. It's Saturday, Sunday. We got a professional to come here on a weekend, because the weekends is a drinking time, okay? You gotta remember, he's a professional carpenter. The weekends is like, to get him, like this morning when I picked him up, I clued this morning, you know what he did to me? Yesterday he got my other buddy to drive him here, because Keith, you know, sort of cute Keith, came, and it was helping us. So Keith brought him over yesterday, and he was drinking when he got here. And he goes, it's Saturday, man. I'm drinking Saturday. I'm having fun. I'm not gonna, you know, if they have to be serious. He said, I don't want to be here. So he said to me yesterday, he goes, you pick me up tomorrow morning, and I'll come here. And I was like, shh, sign me up, eh? So this morning I'm having breakfast at 6, and I'm like, I just realized why he wants me to pick him up. Because if I pick him up, he can drink. Which made me mad, because he was having all this fun drinking, and I was like, I really want to have a beer. I had one single beer, eh? And I was like, I got to drive you home, and I got to drive to Quebec and pick up a case of beer. I said, I can't drink. So like he was having all this fun, and he was getting more giddy and verbally beating on me. You know how guys are. And I was taking all this abuse, and I'm like, I need alcohol to put up with this. And it was like, I couldn't because I had to drive, you know? It was like, anyways. I really wish I could say who it was and you know, expose him, but I can't. I just can't because I made a promise. But amazing, eh? So tomorrow I'll cut the windows out and do all the little stuff, and you guys will get to see. So, am I happy, Vista? Put it this way. I woke up yesterday at 5 a.m. all pumped because he said he was coming, because to get him here on a weekend, he does not work weekends. Like, he doesn't work weekends. That is, like, he doesn't. You couldn't get this man to show up on a weekend. And he just won't come on weekend. He doesn't work weekends. So, to get him here, as busy as he is, it's like, forget it. So, he did me a big one, a big favor, folks. No. But it's just, I'm so happy. It's such a good job. It's so much better than I would have done it. Ooh. You have no idea how many mistakes I would have made. It's quite difficult to build something straight on a crooked building. You know, it's very, very hard. Here, okay, we got a whole bunch more. I'll go back inside because I really like it. I'm in love with the little thing. No. It's, so tomorrow I'll cut the holes, start putting things together, little things, and you'll get a better view tomorrow. I'll have a live stream running tomorrow, and when I cut the windows out, you'll get a better idea. But, you know, nice south-facing window, full south, and then these are southwest. So, like, the amount of sunlight that's going to come in here. But it's full-size doors. I don't hit my head going in and out to the pen. No. Show us the floor intersection. What floor intersection? What's a floor intersection? I don't understand that. Anyways. So. Are you happy, folks? I'm really happy. You liking it, Tom? It's so awesome. I would have done it so wrong. Like, point the camera where the cement meets the floor, like there. Is that what you guys were talking about? Well, the framing doesn't meet the concrete. The framing meets the logs. It's built on the logs. See? It wasn't 2 days, Inga. Grand total, wait till I tell you the grand total amount of hours. 10.5. That's how many hours of actual working time. Like, there's, you know, driving to pick them up, coming here, that kind of stuff. But actual working time, 10.5 hours. The guy, that's 10.5 actual working time, okay? Like, the guy is unbelievably fast. Like, when you just know what you're doing, it's like you just like yesterday, kind of sort of Keith and I were standing there just laughing to ourselves because when he was building the front wall, and we were just saying to ourselves, if we were doing this, you know, we'd be still doing this Wednesday. We'd be still working on this wall Wednesday, eh? And then we're putting the rafters up, and Keith and I were looking at Keith passing me the rafters, and I'm nailing, and he's cutting, and I'm like, you know, I look at Keith, you know, we'd be doing this on Friday. We'd be putting this up, and I was like, I know, this is so good that we got him here because it was just, but a grand total between like Keith and I and my secret helper. It was 5 hours yesterday, and then 5.5 today of actual work time. So yesterday was 5.5 hours with 3 guys, and today was 5.5 hours with 2 guys of actual working time. So, because I timed it, I wanted to see, you know, actually like working time. So I figured that would have took me probably 2 weeks. Oh. So hang on a second. Oh, doing it by yourself, Stephanie, would have been brutal. No, nail gun. I have a nail gun, Darla. I have a nail gun. It'd be 2 weeks if I did it by myself, start to finish. It would. So cash deal this weekend was $360 to make this happen. So. But it was like I don't have a receipt, so it's like you're just gonna have to trust me that one man couldn't pull that off by himself. Especially, I'm not a master carpenter, so. Oh, thank you, Vista. Thank you for that vote of confidence. It wouldn't look as good. I know it wouldn't. It would look terrible if I did it myself. So. No, don't be sorry. I know that. Oh, the mess I would have made doing this. It would have been, oh man, we have a term for it, okay? It's called cluster, and you know the word, okay? It would have been bad. It would have been really bad. So, but everything else that has to be done, that's right, that's what it is, J-Ron. Anyways, everything else I can absolutely handle. No problem. So, am I going to get rid of the fence? What fence? Yeah, I got the insulation. I showed you guys the insulation. It was in the back of the truck. Yeah, you get your streams back here. After I end this one, I'll go I'll get the streams running again. I'm sorry I had to do this, folks, but if I didn't, you know, I had to go dark. If I, you know, and I didn't want to have, you know, people say, oh, do this, do that, do this, do this. But the fence it joins up to here now, to the building. I haven't done it, finished yet, but it's going to be, I'm going to make a proper join, and I got to live wire it up there too, and it'll be all done. This is like, everything left is small jobs, except for the roof. Put the metal on, but the hard part, the brutal part is this, okay? If I would have mentioned anything, oh, you're Ron, I would have been just harassed, and I just couldn't. So it was best that I just, you know, I'll tell you, you're going to laugh when I told you how I did it, okay? But anyways, let me just show you here, because everybody's wondering about the insulation. I got the insulation when I bought all that stuff, see? Right there, the pink. So I'm gonna be insulating it. It'll all get insulated up, so the ducts will be warm. And that's what I picked up when I bought all the hardware stuff. So a couple things I gotta buy that I totally forgot, like roof guard. I didn't think I would have to, and he says you really should because the slope. You know, if it was if he said it was a sharp slope like my barn, he goes you wouldn't need roof guard because the water runs off so fast, but he says I would do it with roof guard. So anyway, so I gotta buy a roll of roof guard. Didn't count on that. It's like $100, but I can't buy partial rolls. Anyways, so, but I wasn't gonna do it, and he says, "Oh, you're gonna regret it if you don't do it." So. Yeah, I know, last night I went across the road, but no, wait till I tell you the story. Okay, you know how the live stream here, you can see like my lights turn on and all that kind of stuff in the house, and you know, like it's like, you know what's going on here because the way the camera's pointing at the house. So it's like you're stalking me. You know what I mean? So Friday night, I knew I had to do this, go dark. So I took my glasses and my phone to bed with me, okay? And I set the alarm for 5:15, and I woke up. Well, I actually woke up before 5:15 because I was so excited my buddy was coming here, because to get him to work on the weekends like Christmas, okay? So I was laying in bed in the dark. I turned my phone on and I forgot to turn the brightness down. It was like, oh, it was so bright, blinded me. So I turned the screen down, the brightness on the screen. And then I went onto the internet and I started turning off the encoders. Okay, because I couldn't end the streams, because if I ended the streams, it would look like I still had the internet. I had to make it look like, you know, the stream, my internet went down. You know how the wheel turns when things don't work right? So I had to go into each encoder and turn all the encoders off, laying there in the dark, so that, you know, it looked like the internet went down, okay? And then when I had all the encoders off and I knew I was dark, then it was like, okay, time to start getting at her. So I jumped out of bed, turned the lights on then, because now I can turn the lights on and nobody knows what's going on, and start working on my surprise for you guys. That's what I did. I was sneaky, so, but I had to do it. I had to do it. So I'm so happy. You have no idea. Like, this is such a major. Catch me on Facebook. You couldn't have. Vista. I have not been on anywhere. I've done nothing on the internet. Nothing. Zip zero. I've opened and read things like I went onto Woodworks last night and see how many reviews we had, but I didn't like nothing, thumbs up nothing, zero zip. I didn't want anyone to know that I had internet. The only thing I did sort of internetish was I walked across the road with the phone and did the stream from the front of the radio station, so that nobody would clue into what was really going on. So, and there was 2 fans that knew what I was up to this weekend. That was it. 2 people knew, and then they emailed me and said, "Matt, you really should do something because people are talking." Because I had one of those, somebody was calling somewhere. They were thinking of calling the police to come and check, to a wellness check. And I was like, "Oh, I don't need the cops to show up here." So that's why I ran across the radio station last night and did that little stream from the radio station. So that's what happened. So the reviews, eh? Did you see that? There had to be one idiot that did the what you call it? The 1-star rating on the Woodworks, eh? One person. I don't know who it is. Well, I know who it is because I had to go in an incognito window to see. Somebody I blocked on Facebook that was attacking us, attacking the ducks. They were accusing the whole deal of the Woodworks giving us a discount as fraud, eh? Do you believe it? Yeah, that's who. I'm not going to say the name, Dan, but you just nailed it. No, it's like fraud. It's like fraud. Anyways, it's like people, eh? Just bitter. It's awesome. Anyways, so I'll give you a view here before I end this because I gotta go and get some food into me. Look at that, eh? So tomorrow we'll have the windows cut open. And, oh yeah, Patty. Did Patty get to see inside? Oh, this winter's gonna be really epic, Ron. Really epic. And I was digging through my garage, and I've got a half a thing of primer and a whole bunch of partial cans of white paint. I'm gonna mix it all together and throw a coat of paint on the inside. I'll put a construction heater in here one night, get it warmed up, and then I'll do a coat of paint. It needs some. We're going to need a coat of paint inside. It'll be too dark once the wood gets on. Because once the wood gets on in here, it'll be really, really dingy brown. So there you go, Patty. I'm more than happy than you are. I'm giddy. I'm like, this was the best Christmas present I ever got for myself. I just made the decision. It's gonna be so awesome with the windows, future windows. No, windows are happening right away. No white paint. It's gonna get painted with white. Well, I got a half a can of white primer, 20-liter can, and I got a bunch of partial cans of white paint. So I'm gonna mix it up and see what I got. I have a friend that has a whole bunch of old paint, like half cans of stuff, and he says come out and take a look. So I'm gonna see how much I have when I mix it all up, and then I'm gonna run up to his place, get something, and then I gotta heat it for one night to get it warm, and then I'm gonna paint it. So there you go, Maggie. Since you're late to the game. What do you think? It's going to be so bright with all the windows. Here we go. It looks great. You like her? I'll give you a view outside here. But I honestly, I got to shut her down, folks. Like, shut me down. And then I'll go in the house and start some streams for you. We're back to ducks. And I'll turn the barn stream on too, because last night the ducks did go into the barn last night. I wasn't going to do this stream tonight. And then I thought, well, I want to turn the barn stream on, but I can't very well turn the barn stream on. And then you have everybody going, what's at the end of the door there? It looks like the barn's done. So, there you go, Maggie. YouTube notifications ever working tonight, eh? 200 people here. That's it. Okay. Winter's gonna be awesome this year. Actually, we can lock the ducks up. Hang on here. What about snow on the roof? It's totally built. You could put a car on top of that roof. It's over. Doug, come here. Doug, come here. Doug's got a hearing infection. I've been putting eardrops the last 2 days. He can't hear a thing. Totally deaf. See that? He doesn't even turn his head to look. Come here. Doug, come here. The last since Friday night, he's been shaking his head. So I've been doing eardrops. It's that time of year, eh? Twice a year, Doug has ear problems. So I got to do the eardrops, spring and then in the fall. I don't know what it is. Okay, the phone's getting cold because I can see the screen start jumping. Oh, Inga, he's not only a professional, he's the next level professional. Come on, little ducks. Doug, heel. Doug, heel. Come on, guys. Let's go. Yeah, phone's starting to freeze. I can see it jumping. Tell you, the iPhones, they don't like streaming outside in the cold. Come on, little ducks, let's go. Okay, Magoo, you can't stop there. Let's go. I'm thinking I got to start bringing the cameras into the house. The back room is not even warm enough. Come on, Magoo. To keep the camera equipment warm enough to handle outside for a 30-minute stream. Okay, come on. Okay, so there's Stripper. Okay, Frank's got a limp. I'll check you, Frank. All right, hang on here. I think I'm going to start off with a warmer phone. The back room's not that warm, eh? That's the problem. It's like only maybe about 10 degrees. So, you know, 10 degree, and then come outside, and like right now it's about 0. And the phone is not liking it. They're like, you can believe it's jumping all over the place. I'm gonna have to keep all the phone equipment in the house. The camera stuff. Well, folks, that's it. So I lied. I fibbed. Oh, I gotta close the back gate. That was close. Doug, stay. Doug's herding the ducks all weekend too. I'm not gone yet, Gene. I just realized the back gate's open. I'm so tired. Oh man. I took a lot of abuse. It was like, oh, it was just bad. If I worked for him, I'd quit. I was like, there would be no way I would put up with that kind of abuse. Next time I say something, what? Next time you say something that doesn't work, though, you want proof? Maybe? I might have to get like an affidavit. Check it here. Last night I closed everything up and there was a duck walking around the pen in the dark. I might have to get a like a notary to come and sign the papers. Well, I knew you'd be happy with the end result. So, and I figured once you saw what happened here, you'd believe me. That, yeah, you really did go at her hard. So, see, the little ducks, they know that there's, see the pellets there? See the females? They know there's pellets in there. They're like, oh, there's pellets in there. Okay. We had, it was either a coyote or a fox here. When we were working, the ducks all went into a big circle freaking out, and Doug lost it, went into the bush barking, and then he took off and he was deep in the bush barking, and now his fur's up and he's snorting again. Something's been coming here. But my secret buddy that came to help, he couldn't believe it. The ducks all went in a circle and their necks went straight and they were all freaking out in the yard, and he was on the roof, and then Doug took off and he's like, he just couldn't believe how the dog knew that something was wrong just by what the ducks were doing. Okay, everything's on. I'm good to go. Okay, so I gotta go turn some streams on for you, and I hope you forgive me for my massive lie that I had to tell you, for the good of the show, for the good of the ducks, actually, because I got the gun to my head. I got to get the ducks taken care of, because as we were told last week, remember last week, Rudolph told us winter's coming, so I had to act accordingly. Okay, so I love you all, and next time I have to lie, I'll come up with a better one so it's more believable. But it's going to have to be really good, because I just let all the cats out of the bag. I could have kept the lie going and say, no, I got my internet back yesterday, and whoo, look what I did while the internet was down. But no, I'm not going to lie. That's the deal. All right? Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for the support. And I'm going to, now that I'm officially back on the internet again, I'll update the GoFundMe with everything probably tomorrow. I'm just too tired to go on the internet and do anything right now. I'm wiped right out. I have seriously worked hard this weekend. Thank you for joining me tonight.